Hello everyone, I'm Wisdom Cube, and welcome back to an updated version of a theory video that I posted a few days ago over my Christmas vacation visiting my relatives. Now the reason why I'm doing an updated version is because I was using my iPad at the time and I didn't realize that the volume was rather low, so please consider this an updated version of my Hazbin Hotel Season 3 theories. Now, let's begin. Now, here's a quick recap. During Vox's attempted conquest of heaven in the finale of Season 2, he ended up breaking his deal with Alistair, which in turn breaks his deal with Rosie, and allowed him to become free and regain his full power. After Vox is defeated, Angel Dust leaves the hotel because he realized that it's not safe for him to go back there since Valentino still owns his soul, and because of the guilt he feels over being Vox's puppet over the course of the 2 seasons. And speaking of Valentino, he ends up seizing control of Vox's company and becomes Navi's new leader. And, excuse me, something was stuck in my throat. Heaven is now accepting redeemed sinners through the Hazbin Hotel, which is gaining more guests now because they now know that redemption is possible. Vaggie takes the reins as manager of the hotel, and Charlie becomes head manager, and finally, after 2 seasons, appears to be getting a phone call from her mother Lilith. Whew. Okay, now that the recap is over, here are my theories. Now, I'm going to be basing my theories off of certain characters and what I think their roles are going to be in Season 3. And I have a few, so let's begin. Starting off with, Charlie and Lilith. Now, since Season 3, from what I researched, is going to be centered around the Morning Stars, I know that Charlie can finally begin to get over her, let me call it what it is, mommy issues with Lilith. And, speaking of her, I researched that, there haven't been some speculations on whether or not she's going to be the main villain of this season. Personally, I do not see Lilith being the next big antagonist, but I do see her, being a antagonist. I'll get back to that later, but yeah, there are 3 more characters more deserving of that role, and I'll get to them soon, but right now, I don't see Lilith being the villain, but like I said before, I do see her being an antagonist, as there is a difference between being a villain and an antagonist. And, yeah. And I do see her being the antagonist because, like, I can kind of see her being like this deadbeat mom based on the given context of her character. Because who essentially abandons their daughter for 7 years just to chill up in heaven, right? Overall, though, I do see Charlie and Lilith's relationship being explored in Season 3, and I can tell right now that fans are going to be crying. Now, on to, Angel Dust. Angel Dust. He's interesting as since it's been revealed in Season 2 that Angel's been an unknowing spy of Vox this whole time, and even though he's been freed from Vox's mind control, he still chose to return to the bees because, like I said before, because of the guilt he feels over what he's done as Vox's puppet. But I can also see that he no longer has autonomy since, again, Val still owns his soul. And I think his arc in Season 3 will be would be finally accepting help from not just Charlie, but also Husk and Sherry, as they all work together to free Angel from Valentino's contract, maybe even kill Valentino once and for all. And speaking of Valentino, he's up next. Now, since Val has Voxtech under his control and is the V's new leader, I'm pretty sure during Season 3, all of that pressure of trying to maintain control over not just Voxtech, but also his own company, I'm pretty sure that would end up being his downfall. Even with Velvet, Vox, and Angel Dust by his side. And I'm pretty sure that Husk and Sherry might be able to use Vox's new status to their advantage and save Angel from him. Again, probably even kill Val if they have the chance. Because, yeah, they already beat him in Season 2. I'm pretty sure they will be pretty... Sorry. I'm pretty sure they will be ready, willing, and capable to defeat Val in Season 3, if they can. But I don't see them making it easy. Because, again, Val still has Angel on his side. So I'm pretty sure Val will be able to use Angel Dust to fight his friends in order to gain leverage in their fight. Now on to Alistair. Now, given the context of Season 2, Alistair might be the biggest wild card in the third season. Even though he's still at the hotel, his soul is now free, so he can now accomplish whatever goals he wants without anyone unable to stop him. Charlie wouldn't want to hurt Alistair given everything he's done to help the hotel. Lucifer is unable to hurt him since he's forbidden from hurting sinners as part of his heavenly punishment. Vox has been taken care of even though he's still alive, and Rosie no longer owns his soul. And Husk also won't be able to hurt him because his soul is still owned by Alistair. And Nifty wouldn't want to hurt him because how much of a fangirl she is. And oh yeah, you can make the argument for Loot, which I'll talk about in a bit, but considering the power difference between them, and given the two's respective experiences in combat, I don't see Loot beating Alistair. Again, it took Adam being able to hurt Alistair for the bees to stand a chance, and given that Luke doesn't have any personal grudge against Alistair, I don't see Luke taking Alistair out. Again, I'm talking about the radio demon who was able to take it to 3 of the overlords in combat, even again while he was injured, and was able to take it to Vox, even when he went full demon mode in their final fight. Yeah. So you have to take that into consideration. Alistair may be the main villain, or maybe as a side villain, or maybe be in between. Now on to Loot. This is what I've been waiting for. I can see her being the main villain of the season since she's had the most build up throughout the end of season 1 and during season 2. I'm pretty sure it would be a waste to not make Luke the main villain, since she's out for revenge against Charlie, Maggie, and everyone else in hell for Adam's death way back in the season 1 finale. And given her actions in season 2, it proves that she's not planning on stopping anytime soon until she gets it. And I'm pretty sure that since Heaven will probably keep a tight leash on her, that would make Luke getting her revenge even more difficult for her. Now there are some ways she could go about it, even with the limitations she now has on her. Here's one. Number 1, she could use Lilith, since it's been established that the two have some kind of history. If Adam's and Lilith's deal is any indication, I think Luke might be able to use that in order to get some well-deserved payback against Charlie and her friends. She'll probably get Lilith on her side if Lilith wants to stay in heaven, and I think that's how Lilith's introduction in season 3 might play out. And that would be how the conflict in season 3 would get really personal. Now on to the second one. Another way is that Lou might be able to get the help of Cain. You know, Abel's brother, if he exists in this universe. But that's just speculation as of right now. Now, if you guys read the Bible or know your history of Cain and Abel's relationship, Cain's a maybe. Again, if he exists in Hazbin Hotel, but let's just say, for the sake of argument, he does, and Luke somehow manages to get him on her side. Because, yeah, it would be interesting to see the series take on him. And, now on to the last one. Number 3. Luke might be able to seek out God himself to help her in her quest for revenge against hell. And, given that we've seen multiple historic characters as of right now, given Adam, Abel, Satan in the sister series of Hazbin Hotel, Hell of a Boss, I'm pretty sure Luke might be able to go off the deep end, which I'm pretty sure she probably will. And I'm pretty sure she will be willing to do that. Now, since God's another character who hasn't appeared in the series as of right now, since the Speaker of God has been introduced in Season 2, yeah, I'm pretty sure, Lute might be able to, excuse me, I'm pretty sure Lute might be able to, if she's able to, of course, seek out God in order to help get her revenge. Now, it's going to be interesting how God is going to be portrayed in the series. Now, those are my theories. What do you guys think? What are your theories on Hazbin Hotel Season 3? Just comment below, let me know. I'm WisdomCube, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!